Understanding modern American money behavior requires looking beyond income numbers and focusing on how financial decisions are formed inside daily life. In the United States today, money behavior is shaped by systems, timing, and pressure more than by knowledge. Many households understand basic financial principles, yet outcomes vary widely because behavior is influenced by environment, structure, and habits that operate quietly in the background. Modern American income feels stable on paper, but behaves unpredictably in practice. Even regular paychecks are affected by deductions, benefit structures, taxes, and variable work schedules. This creates a gap between expected income and usable income. Households mentally plan around what they believe they earn, while real decisions must fit what actually reaches their accounts. This mismatch becomes a constant source of strain that rarely feels dramatic, but slowly reshapes behavior. Spending decisions in the United States are increasingly passive. Many expenses continue without repeated confirmation, creating financial commitments that feel invisible once established. Over time, spending becomes less about choosing and more about maintaining. This environment reduces awareness of where money goes each month. When awareness drops, adjustments are delayed, even when finances feel tight. The issue is not carelessness, but reduced feedback between action and consequence. Another defining trait of modern money behavior is fragmented attention. Americans manage finances across multiple platforms, accounts, and services. Money is spread across checking, digital wallets, employer systems, and various payment channels. This fragmentation makes it difficult to see the full picture at once. When the full picture is unclear, decisions are made locally instead of strategically. Each choice feels reasonable on its own, yet the combined effect weakens long-term stability. Time pressure plays a major role. Many financial decisions are made quickly, between work, family responsibilities, and daily stress. Limited time encourages default behavior. Existing setups remain unchanged because reviewing them feels complex and exhausting. As a result, outdated financial structures stay in place long after circumstances change. Income may rise, costs may shift, yet the system remains frozen. Modern American spending is also influenced by identity maintenance. Purchases often support a sense of normalcy, professionalism, or social belonging. This is not excessive spending for pleasure. It is spending designed to avoid friction in social and professional life. Housing choices, transportation decisions, and daily conveniences are shaped by what feels acceptable and expected. Over time, this creates financial commitments that feel non-negotiable, even when they strain cash flow. Another important behavior is gradual obligation accumulation. Small monthly commitments feel harmless individually. Each one fits comfortably into the budget at the time it is added. The problem appears later, when multiple obligations overlap. At that stage, households are not reacting to one decision, but to the combined weight of many past decisions. This creates a sense of being financially stuck, even with reasonable income. Savings behavior reflects this same pattern. Many households save inconsistently, responding to motivation spikes rather than following a fixed system. Money is set aside during positive moments, then accessed again during predictable expenses. Savings becomes flexible rather than protected. This creates emotional frustration, as progress feels temporary. The underlying issue is not discipline, but lack of structural separation between saving and spending. Another behavioral factor is optimism about future conditions. Many Americans expect income growth, career improvement, or reduced expenses in the future. This expectation encourages tolerance for fragile setups in the present. Adjustments are postponed because improvement feels close. When conditions do not improve as expected, pressure increases quickly. This cycle repeats across income levels and professions. Modern money behavior is also shaped by how success is measured. Progress is often evaluated through visible lifestyle indicators instead of financial resilience. Increased comfort, convenience, and appearance of stability become benchmarks. Meanwhile, less visible indicators such as flexibility, margin, and recovery capacity receive less attention. This skews priorities toward present comfort over future control. Another subtle influence is emotional fatigue. Constant exposure to financial information, price changes, and economic news creates background anxiety. When people feel overwhelmed, they simplify decisions. Simplification often means maintaining the status quo. This explains why many households stay in suboptimal arrangements even when better options exist. Avoiding complexity becomes a coping mechanism. Modern American money behavior is adaptive to its environment. Systems are designed for convenience, speed, and consumption. People respond rationally within that system. Problems arise when short-term ease conflicts with long-term outcomes. Understanding this conflict shifts the focus from personal blame to structural design. Financial stability improves when behavior is supported by structure. When money is directed intentionally before it becomes available for casual use, outcomes change. When visibility improves, pressure decreases. When obligations are kept flexible, adaptability increases. These improvements do not require extreme restriction. They require alignment between behavior and system design. Households that perform well financially in the United States share a common trait. They reduce the number of active decisions required to maintain stability. They rely less on motivation and more on automatic flow. Money moves according to predefined priorities, leaving less room for gradual erosion. This perspective reframes money management. The challenge is not learning more rules. The challenge is building systems that match real human behavior under real American conditions. When systems carry the burden, individuals regain clarity and control. Understanding modern American money behavior is the foundation for sustainable progress. Without this understanding, even strong income can lead to fragile outcomes. With it, households can build stability that holds under pressure. Once modern American money behavior is understood, improvement depends on reshaping daily systems. Change does not come from stricter rules or constant tracking. It comes from redesigning how money moves through a household. In the United States, households that gain control do so by aligning behavior with structure, not by increasing effort. The first shift involves income handling. Money entering an account without assignment creates vulnerability. When income arrives, it should already have a destination. This removes the pause where impulse decisions take over. Households that assign roles to money immediately experience less internal conflict. Spending becomes clearer because boundaries exist before choices are made. Cash flow timing is another critical factor. Many American households earn enough annually, yet struggle monthly due to timing mismatches. Bills cluster early in the month while income arrives later. This creates artificial pressure. Adjusting timing where possible reduces stress without changing income. When timing improves, decision quality improves as well. Visibility must move beyond balances. Looking at account totals does not explain behavior. Flow reveals behavior. Tracking when money enters and exits exposes pressure points that remain hidden otherwise. This allows households to fix causes instead of reacting to symptoms. Once flow is visible, patterns become predictable instead of surprising. Functional separation strengthens behavior. When all money sits in one place, boundaries blur. Separating funds by purpose reduces accidental overspending. Bills operate independently. Daily spending stays contained. Long-term allocations remain protected. This structure mirrors how the brain naturally categorizes decisions, reducing friction. Another important adjustment involves reducing fixed commitments. High fixed costs limit flexibility. In a changing economy, flexibility is strength. Keeping obligations adaptable allows households to respond to income changes calmly. When fixed costs are controlled, temporary disruptions do not become long-term setbacks. Spending control improves when categories are simplified. Over-detailed tracking increases fatigue. Simple, stable categories allow quick self-correction. When spending exceeds expectations, adjustments feel manageable. This consistency supports long-term behavior change without burnout. Savings must operate as infrastructure. When saving depends on leftover money, it becomes optional. When saving occurs automatically, it becomes default. Over time, this shifts identity. Households stop viewing saving as effort and start viewing spending as a choice within limits. This reversal happens quietly through structure. Long-term progress benefits from consistency over intensity. Small, repeated actions aligned with income outperform irregular, large efforts. Predictable systems reduce anxiety and remove the need for constant monitoring. Stability improves when progress feels routine. Emotional decision-making decreases when systems handle priorities. When money decisions occur automatically, emotional responses lose influence. This is especially important during stressful periods. Systems protect households from making reactive choices under pressure. Communication inside households plays a major role. Shared understanding of how money flows reduces tension. Conversations focused on structure rather than blame strengthen alignment. When both sides understand the system, decisions feel collaborative instead of restrictive. Modern American households also benefit from redefining success. Progress measured by flexibility, recovery speed, and calm decision-making reflects real strength. These indicators matter more than visible upgrades. They determine how well a household handles uncertainty. Regular system reviews maintain alignment. Annual checkups ensure structures still match reality. Income changes, expenses evolve, and priorities shift. Systems must adapt accordingly. Stagnant systems become fragile over time. Technology should support clarity, not complexity. Fewer platforms with better visibility outperform scattered tools. Simplification strengthens awareness and control. When information is clear, behavior follows. The final principle is adaptability. The American financial environment changes frequently. Households that succeed build systems designed to adjust, not resist change. Flexibility creates resilience. Resilience creates confidence. Understanding modern American money behavior leads to a clear outcome. Financial strength grows when systems match how people actually live. When structure carries the burden, individuals regain control without constant effort. This approach builds stability that lasts under real-world conditions.